People of the verse, hello and welcome to the channel. It's the Eradicator, and in today's video we are going to talk about, of course, the roadmap update as well as the latest patch for Star Citizen Alpha 3.11.d, and this is what we are going to kick off this video with. But before that, guys, don't forget that we've got a giveaway this month. We are giving away a Talon Strike with lifetime insurance, and also we are going to give away a rock and cutlass with lifetime insurance too. The strike is given out by Buzz69. Shout out to Buzz69 for helping out this channel. All you have to do to get yourself winning is to be a subscriber of the channel and comment any videos posted this month. The winner is going to be announced early October. Alright, so let's get to our D patch here for Star Citizen Alpha 3.11.0D Evocti patch, and we've got some more focus here. The shotgun is here, the grenade launcher is here, and also we have the exterior space station green zone removal too. Throw tier 1 is here, force reaction tier 1 is also here, and missile and countermeasure updates too. Let's have a look at some of the features that were added. The initial introduction of relaxation of green zones will be removing the armistice zone around the exterior of rest stops and low altitude space stations currently not port Olisar. This update will allow players to fire ship weapons around rest stop exteriors, but FPS weapon would still be locked. So we've been already talking about that in the previous video. This is not news, but it is finally implemented in the patch, and that is awesome. They've also implemented player external inventories tier 0, so visually manage food, drink, mined rocks, and harvested items stored in your personal inventory, moving them between your backpack and suit pocket and any external storage device such as cargo access on certain vehicles. This adds context menus to items by using right click that will allow players to drop and split stacks of item. Players can now interact with the back cargo hold of the Grey Cat Rock to access its storage and transfer gems between it and the player's inventory. Very nice, very nice. Throw T1 is also here. Improvements to grenade throwing to make it more accurate and reliable, as well as expanding the throwing mechanics to accommodate other objects in the world. Added option to throw items overhand, which is the left click, and underhand, which is going to be the right click, which I think is a good choice here. That is quite intuitive, and it's also what I was thinking, so that's great. As well as holding the corresponding button to prime the grenade before throwing by letting go of the button. Yes, that is also what you find also in most games too. We've also added an AR trajectory display when throwing grenades and other objects. This is something that quite a lot of people were actually voicing against. I don't know, my stance here is more like wait and see to see if this is disturbing, annoying, or if it actually blends in well in the game. Next, we also have force reactions, tier 1. Using the physics system, visible reactions are systematically triggered by 4 players and NPCs when punched, shot, and caught in explosions. I like it that NPCs are also being affected by force reactions. Actors are made to lean when experiencing strong winds or the g-forces of an accelerating ship with extreme shifts in wind and ship velocity, knowing actors down. Yes too. Missile and countermeasures quality of life improvements. We've made some changes to missiles and countermeasures aimed to improve and stabilize their use, and hopefully this time they are going to work quite well, and people are going to be able to find counters to missiles which are a little bit too OP right now in Star Citizen 3.10, but the devs are aware of this, and this is one of the first reworks that are going to make missiles a little bit more balanced, because they do need extra balance, obviously. Let's have a look at the bug fixes here. Quite a lot of interesting bug fixes in this D patch. Spawning at area 18 with a male character should no longer cause the player to have 0 health and be unable to move. That's 1 game breaker down. The Grey Cat Rock should no longer appear as at vehicle name green_ROC. Okay, cool. Because that didn't look very #professional. 2 exit options should no longer appear when player places F in the cockpit of the P-52 Merlin. For those of you, I don't know if you guys use a P-52, please tell me in the chat in the comments down below. Also, the cancel button to stop searching for imaginary commander should now function. The Misk Reliance should now currently cover its turret. The Retaliator shields should now cover its lower thrusters. Banu Defender shields should now cover the exterior door. Factory line employees in New Babbage should no longer A-pose when viewed at a distance. They're not the only ones. I've seen people doing that also at Lorville. Chaff and Flare VFX should now correctly displayed on all ships when used. Yes, I can't remember the last time I've seen Chaff and Flare VFX in Star Citizen. I think that was back in the 2.0 branch, so that's been a long time. Players should no longer be able to deliver locker screens from to interact with deliver locker screens from a great distance. Freelancer series should no longer pitch downward on takeoff. Good. Yes, this happened to me, and it's really weird. The Buccaneer should no longer pitch upward on takeoff. Mist Reliance series should no longer pitch upward on takeoff. So there's quite an interesting bug here that was fixed for quite a lot of ships. Prison Repair O2 kiosk mission should now correctly offer information regarding the location of target kiosk inside the work mines. Direct calls when another player should no longer immediately end and show the call ending UI. Yes, I know that a lot of people have been trying to call me in 3.10 and I've never been able to take any calls as a result. That's very annoying. Interactable items such as cups, magazines, and teddies should no longer be missing from hubs. Okay, yes, we know, we did realize that some of these interactable items were indeed missing for some reason. We thought that it was removed on purpose to get some relief for the servers, but actually it was a bug. Fixed a bug that allowed players to sell commodities and mineable at any distance while the ship was occupied by another player. Or deposit terminals in prisons should now be able to be interacted with again. Fix an issue causing terminal screens to turn black after being interacted with and remain non-functional. That is a pretty bad one that was fixed. Good. The call elevator button at Area 18 and Lorville hangars should now function properly. Back buttons on trading app should now go back to the correct screen. Multi-tool should be stored in with long-term persistence correctly and persist between resets. Yes. And players with crime stat should no longer be trapped at a rest station by turrets attacking their empty ships. yes. That is something that I have seen in one of the Evocti builds that I watched in Star Citizen 3.11.a. And Frozen Visor should no longer remain after players have respawned and wiped the visor. 5 client crashes, 3 server crashes, and a thread deadlock fix was also fixed here. So some of the known issues now. Missile selection doesn't always update properly. The players are able to fire their ship's weapons within Port Olisar's green zone, which, remember guys, Port Olisar is not affected by the green zone changes. Using an AMP does not award player with armistice violation. Some clients are unable to connect to any pre-existing voice channels. Face over IP video feed showing players does not appear in the window during call. Accepted. Automatic landing fails and freezes the ship in place indefinitely. This is, in my opinion, a game-breaking bug that needs to be fixed. Returning to the customizer after accept change will cause the UI to be unresponsive, and all the other bugs are from the previous builds. Let's talk about the roadmap update now, with some very interesting changes. First, ground textures and polishing, as well as updated geology. The cargo deck space station has had 1 extra task completed at 70, but also 1 task added. Now 70 out of 72. We still have 2 more to do. Something new here, relaxation of armistice zone. This is new, 7 tasks added, but only 6 were complete, so we're almost done there. Force reactions is now at 98 tasks out of 106. 4 tasks were added and 5 completed. Improved throw now at 62 tasks out of 64. 5 tasks were done here, but they've also added 2 more. The Origin 100i is now standing at 44 tasks out of 53. They've completed 3 tasks but added 2 as well. And the Mercury Star Runner is also updating a little bit. Is making some progress at 62 tasks done out of 114. That's 1 task completed. In Star Citizen 3.12, we have some delays here from 3.11. This is something I have been talking about for quite some time. Hazard awareness and avoidance ship AI was moved from 3.11 to 3.12. That's not a surprise. I've been calling this for weeks now, but at least it is not scheduled anymore. We know that we have 2 tasks to go. That's great. Also, they've added the standard system spacecaping, which we've seen in the Inside Star Citizen episodes of the past couple of weeks, you know, with those beautiful gas clouds that are going to make the standard system very nice. This is going to be something that will be available at the Lagrange point, which is great because these are gravity wells. So these are places that should be able to attract a lot of matter from the solar system, and that totally makes sense. I dig that. As well as station-based refining here, 1 task was added and 1 was completed, standing at 52 tasks out of 66, and 1 task completed for object push and pull at 4 out of 6. 3.12 is also making a little bit of progress. 3.11 is also going to be completed soon. Every time the patch gets in the hands of the Evoctis, it always makes a little bit more progress because they need that testing to do some of the final touches. That's all for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. This is the Eradicator, and I'll see you guys later.